alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you are all doing okay. So, we know that Ramadan is a month of forgiveness. Ramadan is a great chance, is a very important opportunity for gaining forgiveness, for being closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for making a lot of deeds, a lot of good deeds, and for setting yourself free from Jahannam. So, as every night of Ramadan, Allah sets some people free from Jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala set us all free from Jahannam. So, Abu Huraira reported that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once upon a time he climbed the minbar. When he just get into the first step of the minbar, he said Ameen. When he ascended to the second step, he said Ameen. And when he stepped into the third step, he said Ameen. So the Sahaba was very surprised about that. Oh, Messenger of Allah, why did you say Ameen? And they saw no one he's making dua. So Rasulullah said that Jibreel came to me and he said, whoever reaches the month of Ramadan and he is not forgiven, then he will enter the hellfire and Allah will cast him far away. So say Ameen. And he said Ameen. So this is a very important hadith. It gives us an indication that Ramadan is a month of forgiveness. We are about to reach the last 10 days of Ramadan. So Ramadan in general is a very blessed month. But the most blessed nights during Ramadan, the last 10 days of Ramadan, especially because like they have the night of decree, Laylatul Qadr, which is better than the thousandth month. So anybody who didn't do good in the last 20 days of Ramadan, he must like tighten his belt and he just be serious in order to do extra efforts, extra ibadah during the last 10 days of Ramadan. Now, let's see how was the Prophet ﷺ doing in the last 10 days of Ramadan. Aisha radiallahu anha told us so. Aisha radiallahu anha reported that when the last 10 days of Ramadan would begin, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam would keep awake at night for prayer and devotion and making dua and awaken his family and prepare himself to be more diligent in worship. There are three more important things Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was doing during the last 10 days of Ramadan. أحيا الليل وأيقظ أهله وشد مئذره. So أحيا الليل, it means that Rasulullah ﷺ made his night come to life. He was spending his night worshiping Allah, praying to his Lord, seeking his forgiveness, and أيقظ أهله. So he would wake up his family, his wives to pray and to spend and to attend that khair that happens in the last 10 days of Ramadan. And also, وَشَدَّ مِئْذَرَهُ. What does it mean, شَدَّ مِئْذَرَهُ? شَدَّ مِئْذَرَهُ, it means tighten his belt. Imagine that you are like, like you are in the car and you are tightening your belt so that you are taking serious, you are taking firm, you are just preparing yourself for an important things. So that's the same. Rasulullah ﷺ was tightening his belt because he knew well that those 10 days of Ramadan, those last 10 days of Ramadan are very important. We have to do extra efforts. We have to do extra ibadah, especially in those 10 days of Ramadan. Also, one of the most thing that the one can do in the last 10 days of Ramadan, which is i'tikaf. I'tikaf is to stay at the masjid, dedicating your time to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, doing zikr, doing ibadah, like reading Quran, do extra efforts in order to be closer to your Lord. So a person observing i'tikaf doesn't leave the mosque except for what is absolutely necessary, like going to the bathroom and like something urgent happened. While in the mosque, he should be busy with himself, with remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, just reading like Quran, and make sure to offer like everything that makes him closer to his Lord, and do not talk in worldly things, and he must like dedicate his time to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In order to sum up, those last 10 days of Ramadan are very important, so don't miss any night of them. So try to make a lot of dua, try to do i'tikaf if it's possible, try to recite a lot of Quran, try to pray at night, pray a lot as much as possible every single night. So a lot of rewards, wallahi, you're gonna get every single night, whether it's odd number or not. You have to pray. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make you reach Laylatul Qadr if you do extra efforts in the last 10 days of Ramadan. Also, it's really important to make a habit. It's a very special habit. Inshallah, you can reach and meet Laylatul Qadr if you do this every single night of of the last 10 days of Ramadan, which is before you sleep, you have to do a lot of prayers at night, and after suhoor till fajr, you have to do a lot of efforts and a lot of praying at nights and making a lot of dua. So, inshallah, Allah will accept us. Allah will set us all free from Jahannam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all al Jannah with our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والحمد لله رب العالمين.